to another episode of Family Business. And today, of course, you got your boy Rome the Ruler. You know what I'm saying? You got my lovely wife, Sandra. But we got my cousin.
Yes, sir.
My little cousin, but he ain't so little no more.
Yep.
In the building to join us today. So, you know, I'm going to let him just, give him your name, cuz. Give him just something.
Word, I'm Gentile, you know. I really go by G. Everybody mess up my first name.
Yeah.
It's hard to pronounce sometimes, but yeah, I'm G.
Happy to have you, cuz.
Hell yeah, cuz.
Look, man, when you hit me up, like, cuz I'm in the area, you know what I mean? Like, we got to link up. I was like, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, we got to do it.
For sure.
Because it's been some time since I seen you, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm just happy to look at you, see. I'm like, this is a grown man. Like,
for sure. Yeah, I couldn't come to VA, you know what I mean, and not come check you out, you know what I mean? Like, especially being on the other side of, the mount. This was an opportunity to come in politics, talk to y'all, you know what I mean, get next to family. And I'm really excited to be here. Bro.
Yeah, man.
I feel good. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel good.
We had a good time yesterday chopping it up, man.
For sure.
Talking about old memories and whatnot. And, you know, that shit was lovely, man, to just be able to sit back and be like, Dad, cuz, like, you really grew up. Like, we, you know, and we got to talk about, like, our origins, you know what I'm saying? And how we evolved to be, like, great men.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the things we talked about most of the night was family, like our love for our like wives and kids. And I was like, think about it. We sitting here, two men, you know, having fun, sitting there in a little man cave, and we spending our time talking about how much we love our wives and our daughters.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was beautiful though. Like, you know, so tomorrow we're gonna wake up, get a little workout in.
Oh yeah.
And,
mandatory.
And get right. But
mandatory.
But yeah, man. So appreciate you coming down. And wifey, what's up?
Not much. I lost my voice over the weekend.
Sound like a man. Yo, this sickness, man.
I ain't sick no more. I just lost my voice.
Yeah, I know. We gonna be better. I was almost getting the coughs too after she got sick.
I think it was in your head.
Nah, I was getting sick.
Nah, it was in
Man, every time she just would get sick, I'd be scared. I'm like, oh man, it's about to come to me. Because that's what happened. They get sick, and then it just trickle down to me, and they'll get better, and now I'm sick, and they good.
Yep.
That's how it go.
That's how it happened last time she got sick. Like, she was sick for a little bit, and I got, like, it was during Thanksgiving, like, that Thanksgiving time. I got sick, because I was in the crib, like, in the fetal, like, that was hurting.
That's what we call a man cold.
Yeah.
It ain't that bad.
No, it's bad. I was out there hurting.
I got up when the work, did everything still.
A man cold is crazy.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But yeah, man, so today we talking about family, and one of the main topics is, like, people been in relationships since they was, you know, long-term relationships since you was, like, pretty much high school and stuff like that. So we gonna get into that at some point. But yeah, man, I just want to start off talking about little big cousin over here.
I mean, look.
Tell him what you do. Tell him what you do.
All right,
tell
word. We'll get into it. All right, so I work for the Army. You know what I mean? Been in the Army 7 years. Currently stationed over there in Washington State, West Coast. Just happen to be over here for training right now, and that's really all I do. You know what I mean? I just been Army for a while, for a long time, and I love it. You know what I mean? I had a good relationship with it. I was able to see a lot of things, do a lot of things, train different places. Currently, right now, I'm a platoon sergeant, so I got a lot of troops that fall in under me, and I got a responsibility for them. You gotta juggle that, you know what I mean? You gotta juggle, you got your troops that you gotta take care of, and then you gotta take care of your own, you know what I mean? And you gotta be able to really separate the two, not trying to bring too much home, you know what I mean? Not the stress, you know what I mean? You gotta really learn how to balance. And at 7 years now, I could say, like, it's way easier now. You know what I mean? In the beginning, though, like, it was a little bit difficult to try to balance it and work around it, you know what I mean? Figuring out that sweet spot and being able to, like, nah, this is work. I'm gonna keep this here. You know what I mean? I'm not about to bog down my wife with all this stuff that I got going on because she got her own thing going on. You know what I mean? And then fast forward, you have a child now. We gotta take care of her and do this and that. But now I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at like this. It's pretty much easy now. You know what I mean? We got our way that we go around it, and yeah.
Once you figure out that balance, it get
easy. It get better.
Especially, but it helps to have like a wife that understands
For sure.
that like what you got going on.
For sure.
And like I used to tell all my recruits, and I still tell people I mentor now, like one thing you got to do is realize like work is work, home is home. Like leave that alone. Don't come home and sit down and be, oh, this happened at work. Woody whoop.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, she can't help you. She can't fix that for you.
Yeah.
So stop just putting all the burdens on there. You know, just have conversation about other stuff. Like when I was a police officer, I used to like she would be like, "How was work today?" And at first I was telling stories of like, "Yo, this happened," and then I realized I'm like, "Oh, nah." So that's gonna stress her out.
Right.
So I would just be like, "Oh no, it was cool," even though I might have had gotten to some stuff, like a bunch of stuff going on. I would be like, "Oh, everything cool. It's all cool."
Yeah.
You know, it was a good day, and just leave that alone. Like, kind of forget it. So yeah, man, finding that, especially in the military, you know, finding that work-life balance is very necessary. And because she work in the field too. I know you can speak to it. Like, I listen to your stories and stuff, and you kind of tell me, but.
Yeah, but same thing, just to kind of piggyback off of that. Not that you can't confide in your partner, but there should be, like, there's a time and a place, you know, like, absolutely, if something's stressing your mind, speak your mind, allow them to know what's going on, but don't bring all the negativity.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
don't bring all the complaints. Yeah,
when it's like, when she telling me, like,
hours.
you know, something was hectic at work, and I'm like, yeah, babe, I can't fix that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we always take time to be like, yo, right now ain't none of that work stuff.
Yeah.
This is me and you talking about life and what's
Talk
good
about
going
something
on.
else.
Yeah.
You know, and I know, you know, you and your wife's been together for a long time as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Going on, 9 years together, 5. Our anniversary is next month, so we'll be 5 years married, 9 years together. You know? Yes, sir.
Yeah, we gonna get
getting
in
there.
That's
We
that
getting there.
time.
We getting there, huh?
But I want to go to now, kind of telling our origin story without getting into too much. But we from the same hometown. We if you look at the cheekbones,
y'all know what it is.
in the structure, the shoulders and stuff, that's a scurry gene right now. Like I said, we kind of.
You don't need a DNA test.
You don't need
Not
it.
at all.
You can see it. If you go to our hometown, you see these people walking around of similar origin features. They are of scurry genetics.
Assume.
Like you got to know that, and you also got to be aware that we're extremely strong, right? Extremely athletic, and we got to switch. Like we super nice.
Yeah.
But I'll break your face. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who we are. It's scary. The nicest people ever. And but yeah, so Lil Cuz is we're from that, right? Yeah. And like I said, you can see it. But we grew up in a way that we had to mature fast. Like we were grown-ups when we was 10, 11. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we moved different. You know what I'm saying? So
it was a survivor instinct.
It was survival.
You had to.
Yeah.
You had to survive. You know, I'm now, you know, I'm 26, right?
Yeah.
I'm 26, but when I looked up, I was 18, but I was already grown. You know what I mean? Like before 18, you know, at 12, 11, 12, 13, I was already doing a lot of grown things, you know, like, and having responsibility. So, like, it kind of made, like, my transition into the military. Like, when I went to basic training, like, I was just happy to be there, and nothing bothered me. You know what I mean? None of that bothered me because by that point, and by me being 19, I had already been through so much things, like, had seen so much, all the adversity and, you know, up and down the road, doing a lot of things. So, like, it definitely, I would say, it definitely made me a better person, made me ready for the real world, for real. It made me ready, and I wouldn't change it at all.
No,
I wouldn't change it at all.
Either. And I love the, like, I don't love that we grew up with the hardships. Because it was some stuff that was like,
yeah.
dang, cause y'all did all that, like homelessness and everything is crazy. But it was like, for us, it was so normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm thankful that we experienced it and got out of it. Is what I mean to say.
Oh yeah.
Because now it's so, when you look back at it, you're like, damn, I really appreciate the small things.
The smallest things. Just, just being like, for real. Like, just the smallest thing. Like, just being able to be around y'all right now, I'm telling you, like, I'm really excited. Like, I feel good. Like, it really, you know what I mean? Being around y'all, and then, like, just looking at the journey, like, from where we started to, and everything you had to do to get to this point. You know what I mean? Like, I really, like, I love that. Like, I appreciate it, and I love that for y'all. I love it for myself. You know, like, for real, man. Like, this is amazing. It really is amazing.
No, it is, man. We talked about it. I'm like, what you said to me yesterday. You like, I watched y'all. Like, y'all made the blueprint. You know, I'm like, that man, it's crazy because we kind of know that a lot of people that seen our journey,
right?
But like to see it in effect and be like, cuz like, trust me, like we watched y'all. We made decisions because certain decisions you make, like. It's crazy, and not to pat my own back, but I'm gonna pat my shit.
Got to
look at you, like you know what I mean. You made it, man, and it's heartwarming to be like, man, cuz got a family, he got his own white picket fence, you know what I'm saying, and dogs and all this. I said, cuz we got dogs, and they ain't outside chained up. You know what I'm saying? We come from a place where they got dogs in the backyard that they can't even go touch.
Yeah, nah.
Because they got the food. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Joe and everything.
He just in the backyard. He like, the dog ain't got no name. His name is it's the dog.
Did you feed the dog?
Did y'all feed the dog? And the dog is eating oodles and noodles and rice. Like, that's where we come from. And I'm like, that cuz got actual dogs. We got dogs.
Yeah, don't let them kids play around that dog.
Yeah, y'all better leave that dog alone.
He gonna bite you.
Nah, like, it shouldn't be like that.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
We seen it.
For sure.
We seen it.
For sure.
I'm like, y'all, it's winter time. How is that? Oh, so y'all threw some hay in the doghouse? And we acting like that's fine? If I would have knew what PETA was back in the day, I'd have got some people arrested.
Yo, bro, you funny, bro.
Yeah.
I'd got some people locked up, man.
But to piggyback off that, like, you meet a lot of people, but it's very few people that have extraordinary stories.
Yes.
And I think we all individually have very extraordinary stories because of our background. And because of that, where we are in our career, a lot of people appreciate our resilience, right? We are resilient people, so we carry the load and make it look easy. But a lot of people don't understand what cost came with that load, you know? So
Chatting.
So I think you saying you're very appreciative. A lot of people will sit in our presence and feel intimidated or what's it called? Jealousy.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But it's because they felt like, but why do they have that? You know, they don't understand that all this came with a cost. And we just appreciate the fact that we was able to make it, because it would have been a different story if we was resilient, but we still had to survive and still be very, in the trenches, as we would say.
And something we talked about like last night, we was like, cause we come with, it's either one or the other. You either love us or you gonna hate us.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because we when we have a sense of like pride, because we know what we got. You get what I'm saying? We know where we came from.
Yeah.
And some people is like, wow, I love that. Like, they walk in the room and make me feel comfortable because I know that they got this thing to them. Or they gonna say, nah, that scared me. So they feel they don't understand. I don't
know how to handle that. They don't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know how to,
But you know what that is, though? It's like when you in the presence of somebody and they ask, or they demand of you to be better, you can either say, oh, I'm going to be better, I want to be better. Because, not saying that we're saying be better, but just being surrounded by greatness, you just automatically either want to get better. Or you take it offensively, like, what you mean be better? I tried, or whatever it may be, and they make excuses. And that's where that the negative part of that come from, being around people and in a presence that
you holding up
that
a mirror.
asks you to elevate. You asking them to elevate, and either they're gonna take it kindly and say, yes, you're right, I want to elevate. Tell me or help me. Or like, what you mean elevate? You think you better? You know.
And I'm like, I do. You know, I'm like, I do. Like, so be, you like, get in line, you know. But you know, but like, and something I want to say, like, when me and you talking yesterday, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at you and the way you move and whatever. I'm like, that's exactly how I move. Like, we do that. It's like literally holding a mirror, like, cuz we really.
You see yourself.
I see it.
It's there.
It's there.
It is. Yeah. This is in us. Not you know what I mean. It's in us, not on us. You know what I mean. Like, this is like who we are. Like, and I say, like, with my troops, right? Like, I got my platoon. You know, I lead from the front. Like, I gotta lead from the front. I'm not about to have you do anything that I'm not gonna do. You know what I mean? And whatever I'm struggling with or I'm trying to get better at, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the table. You're like, all right, I know I need to work out, or let's say, you know, I need to get better at running without opening my mouth, just breathing through my nose or whatever. That's something that I gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good at PT and I'm good at doing this and I can do this and that, but I still got some stuff that I need to work on. And I always been like, you know, I'm just trying to get better. You know what I mean? Trying to get better and always being a student and being able to, like, learn from somebody. We can learn and keep learning and keep learning. That's the only way to build. That's the only way to grow. You know what I mean? Sitting down and not being stuck in your ways or just not allowing people to, you know, teach you something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And with my troops, sometimes I know they be looking at me like I'm crazy. I know sometimes they be looking at me like I'm crazy. But when at the results, at the end of the day, I promise y'all, look, I know we doing a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? I know it may seem like, you know, we doing more than this one and that one and that one. I promise you it's going to work out in the end. And then you start reaping the benefits of it. Like, yo, we put it all on the line here. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they was over here and they was off doing this and whoop-de-whoop and they got off early, you know what I'm saying? We stayed back and just a little bit of extra, you know what I mean? A little bit of extra time in there. On the back end, I promise y'all gonna love it. And I'm watching it and I'm watching them grow, you know what I mean? Watching them grow. And the same thing with my family, same thing with my wife, same thing with my kid, my daughter. Like, we trying to do something. We trying to be better than what we, like, every year I'm trying to, like, do something different, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be stagnant, you know what I mean? And that just comes from learning, growing, you know what I mean? And constantly understanding, like, this ain't it. You know what I mean? This is not it. I'm not done yet. You know what I mean? It's not me being like, I don't know, what do they want to say, cocky or anything like that. It's not that. It's just understanding, like, we got some work to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You
like,
want more for yourself.
Just want a little bit more. That's all it is.
That's a fact, man. And I love that, because when you hit milestones in life, like, you're able to celebrate them little wins. You know, I'm like, I try to tell people, like, yo, don't say I have to be here by next year. Right. It's like, yo, you gotta hit these little milestones.
It's the little wins.
And celebrate them wins. You know, that's why when it comes to relationships and stuff, like me and my wife, I'm like, we happy that we accomplished, like, yo, we got a new car. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool, that's nice. You got a car. You know, let's celebrate. Let's be happy that we was able to get the credit right, and get that, and get this, and let's just keep moving up and keep moving up, opposed to being like, yo, by 2027, I have to have $1 million. It's like, hey, man, because if you don't, you're gonna be
hurt.
Like, let's start off with getting you a good job. Let's start hitting some milestones.
Yeah, let's talk about fixing our credit. Let's talk about, you know, what we can invest in, like absolutely.
You gotta be able to celebrate them little wins, man. Sure. And again, like, coming from where we come from, that's how it starts. Like, is saying, okay, I'm happy to just get out of a bad situation first. Like, you go to boot camp. When I went to boot camp, all that, I was in there, like, we talked about, I'm like, cuz y'all can't hurt me in here.
Not at all.
Well, what we gonna do? Run? Okay.
Yeah.
Roger that. Too easy.
Let's go.
Let's go do it.
Let's do you push-ups?
Yup.
Y'all, we gonna have to get right, because I'm here for a reason. Like, I know why I'm here. Yeah. I'm gonna get this done. I'm happy. Like,
I can't fail.
You feel me?
I'm not going to.
The paycheck is adding up right I'm like, bro, I'm making money. It ain't no. So when you have a goal and you hitting them little things, you're like, yo, I done made 2 weeks. Cool. We had 3 weeks now. You're happy, and then having somebody at home that you know is looking up to you, counting on you, it really makes you go further. For sure. You know what I'm saying? So going into that, relationships, right? So me and my wife been together for a long time, since we was teenagers, you know what I'm saying? And then you and your wife, same thing. Y'all met, at a young age. And a lot of people, it's a lot of debates and stuff. It's like, is it better for people to meet later in life, or do these long-term relationships last? And what's the whole dilemma between these long-term relationships and stuff? Do you want to start off with kind of talking about it?
Yeah. So, like he said, you met, like, I just knowing the story, the background, like we talked about it before. And I remember when we was younger, you told me, or you tell everyone, the story was that you told your boy Kayvon, who was one of your best,
his brother,
my brother,
your best friend Kayvon, who was there, not in the room when I gave birth to my daughter, but in the hospital. I guess your cousin, but that's like your brother, right? You told him when you met me that I was gonna be the one that you married, like you were like, that's gonna be my wife, right? And that was really, really young. And I heard just like ear hustling a little bit when you was talking to Jerome last night. Y'all was having your conversation. Yeah. You knew that she was the one for me. You knew that was going to be your wife, right? So I think the conversation is like, all right, when you meet that person, like, are you sure of that person or are you unsure? And that right there is laying the foundation for what that future for y'all is going to be. So when you're talking about a young relationship and you're saying things like, I knew that person was going to be my wife because she did X, Y, and Z, or she portrayed X, Y, and Z, right? It's very different than we met at 14 and it was just like, we was just hooking up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then she ended up having a baby, so I try to be a good person. Like, that's a very whole different foundation.
Maturity plays a role in it.
Exactly.
And so what I say when it comes to meeting somebody young is, it really depends on the people.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because we was mature as hell at 14, 15. Like, we already kind of understood life and what we was looking for. If I look at a 14-year-old now, even a 17-year-old, 16, I'm like, no, that's a child. We wasn't. Like, we was having grown-up conversations like, yo, this is what I'm going to do. Like, we were constantly talking about life and getting the upper hand on things. Like, this is what we're going to do.
Growing up as in aspirations, goal-driven, ambition.
Right. Like, it wasn't childish conversation.
It wasn't like we knew what we wanted. We was like basically like what we wanted as careers. We wanted a house. We kind of dog. We wanted, like, that's like adult conversations that we was having at that age. Versus like, shawty, what you doing? Pull up. Yeah. I'm bored. Where you at? Like, that's very different.
Like I was telling you, because like the first day, literally, and I had to look back on it after we got to get like we was together for so I'm like, yo, this might have been love at first sight, literally off the rip, because I sat there like I'm at the basketball court, you know what I mean, chilling or whatever, and shawty over there, like, and she knew my best friend at the time. They were there talking. I ain't had my glasses on. I couldn't even see. I'm squinting. You know what I mean? I'm like, looking.
Try to figure
I get
out
up and I'm like, I ain't seen her around here before. Like, you know what I mean? Right then and there, I knew, like, when these people clear out, once they go and do whatever they're doing, like, I gotta talk to her. I gotta have a conversation with her. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to her. She, the teeth, the smile, like, you know what I mean? I knew that I had to just at least talk to her.
And you knew all that without your glasses. It's crazy.
You feel me? Once I got closed, once I closed in, I was like, yeah, I gotta talk to her.
She had some good energy.
It was there, you know? Like, and I knew from the first conversation, I'm like, it's 9 p.m. and we ain't finished talking till 6 a.m. And it wasn't no, like, weird pauses or nothing, and we sitting there talking about goals. You know what I mean? I'm in high school. Like, I'm going into my senior year of high school, like, talking about goals. And I was working at the time, you know what I mean? Running track, doing whatever. Like, she was already on her freshman year of college, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, yeah, she already going to Rutgers. She doing this, you know what I mean? She on her dean, like, she on her square, you know. And I know I'm on my square. I'm just not in college yet, you know what I mean? I'm on my square. She can help, like, we can really help each other, and we can go and we can do something great. And that's off the rip. And did it. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Like, and did it, you know, and it's just so beautiful. Now, like, just looking back, like, I literally just be like, wow, like, everything we set out to do, we did it, you know what I mean? At the time, like, I didn't know how everything was going, you know what I mean? I just know that I wasn't going, you know what I mean? I was going to do something. I was going to be something great. And I always had that, you know what I mean, about myself. Like, I'm going to do something, and I'm going to be somewhere. I'm going to be somebody. You know what I mean? Like, and she was on the same type time. And I had the privilege of going to her bachelor's, and then she got her master's, you know what I mean? And we just walking through this, like, now we got to just walking through life, and it's beautiful, man. I sit back, and I be like, wow, like, look at us, you know what I mean? Look at us, and we still young. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like we waited, you know what I mean? We didn't wait long. We understood the program, what we got to do. Yeah. Like,
it's a mission. Like, we come together, we say, this is what we do, right? We good, we ready to rock? Let's do it. And it's crazy because the same thing, like, me and her was so focused on, yo, hey, I love you, you love me, we want something, let's do it. You know, and I was able to watch her get a scholarship, go to college, graduate college, and all this. Like, man, I remember she got pregnant in high school, had a baby, had to sit a cross country or a track season out.
Yeah, only spring, because I ran all through.
She ran while pregnant.
I ran through. Track. Only took spring out because I was.
She come back after giving birth that summer and broke her record. Her cross-country record when she came back. God, I said, she a warrior. Like, what do you mean?
Killer, straight killer.
That's wifey. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's crazy to see her be able to do that. So when I'm looking at these relationships that start young like that, I'm like, yeah, if y'all mature enough, if you have something to back each other up and see each other grow, that's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't even imagine life without Sugar.
Thank you.
That was
We
put a song.
Y'all got that, man. Y'all did that, man.
But with some people, they don't. To me, it's like, if you didn't really see the growth, right, and y'all start off and you like 30 and 30, right? She already had her little 2 degrees. It ain't appreciated as much as when, like, you know, when she look at me, she like, no, I seen you was that little boy. Yeah. Now you.
I watch you grow into a man. Right. Yeah, and I think that's something that I could really admire as a woman. Is like seeing your growth and you meeting your goals and your aspirations. It makes me that much prouder and that much more in love. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I think with society, when it comes to relationships, it's an illusion right now that you have to have experience. You have to experience certain things to have lived life. And I can tell you that I feel more vivid, more lively, that I have someone that I can share a story with that appreciates me and has seen me grow from my ugly phase to my young woman phase.
You wasn't ever ugly. I mean, you was kind of,
you know what I'm saying? We met, I was, that tween era. You ugly when you a tween. I'm just saying. But society tells you have to have experience to make it work, right? Yep. To not be flawed in the future, to not mess up, blah, blah, blah. People will go through all types of life experience and still mess up. Right. Still make the same dumb mistakes. And it has nothing to do with getting it out the way or experience X, Y, and Z. Like, if you from the get-go know what you want, go for it. Don't listen to nobody. Don't let them say that you have to experience traveling, dating,
Oh, they love
all
to
these
say
other
that.
Yeah,
stuff.
like what?
They love to say
Before
that.
you
need
can
to get out.
enjoy your adulthood. Like that's not true. That's the biggest lie the world has created.
That's gonna leave you single.
Yeah.
If they be telling these girls to go through they whole phase,
I'm gonna tell you
and
one
I'm
thing.
like, why would you say that? Like that's stupid. They're gonna get hurt. Then that's when they come with it. I got
now they got this trauma and they got all this baggage with them and I can't do this. Now you got all of this going on. But if
now you gotta unlearn all the bad habits. You gotta
put
learn
that on you now.
Yeah.
You like
now
you
gotta,
I don't even know this dude that you.
I mean, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just hurt from my man.
I'm healing.
I'm about healing.
It's like what? So you went through the whole phase. Now you're in the healing phase. We
What's
ain't
the
got
next
time.
phase?
What's we doing?
why we created these wounds in the first place. That's the point. That's the point right there. Is that you had to now unlearn all the damage you did to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like why you done dated 20 people. Now you gotta figure out this one person. In all these 20 different experiences, is this one person different?
And just because you left New Jersey and moved to Atlanta, don't mean that you reset your life. Like you still, them ex-boyfriends is still there. That child that you have is still with them. I'm not, if you left and went to Atlanta, I'm not mad at you. But y'all know what the fuck y'all be doing.
We know what the hell
We know what y'all be doing. Like stop.
Come on now.
You still that person.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But yeah, cause it's like you be seeing all this stuff where they be saying you need to do this and that. What I do think that as like for a young man, you should at least have some self-awareness before you start trying to get in relationships and marrying people, of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like that comes with maturity.
It does.
For sure.
If more young men had that self-awareness and like, hey, I'm looking for a wife and a mother to my child.
Exactly.
Like, we won't have all this nonsense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you call it? Dating with a purpose? Or
Yeah,
whatever.
dating with a purpose.
You know what I mean? Like, when I was like, all right, we gonna do this thing, and for the longest, me and my wife, we wasn't even dating. We didn't hug. We didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? For some time. Every day I'm with her though. Like we just going through life as best friends. We established like a real life friendship before we even put any titles on it. You know what I mean? Like, and then once we did, like, it was just like, nah, you are my girlfriend. That's just, you are my girlfriend, and we about to do this thing. You know what I mean? And just year after year, like, you have your ups and downs or whatever, but like the overall, like, we had, like, far as like highs and lows, the highs really is like here, you know what I mean? The lows, we not really worried, like, because we know that they gonna come, they gonna go, you know what I mean? Like, you'll have your little lows or whatever, but if you able to, work through it, talk, communicate, you know what I mean, and have that with each other, like, we're unstoppable, we a team, you know what I mean? Like, we're a real life team out here. And we getting it together, it's really amazing. It's a beautiful thing, man. It really is.
What Neo said in that song.
I said that like 2 conversations ago. I said that.
Did you say it? Or
in my head.
Thinking, I
said
in
my
see?
head.
Yeah, we think.
Locked in. Y'all locked in.
Yeah,
And that's and like, wifey not here, but like that's you know what I mean, just we be in each other because we a team and we really so locked in and we understand each other, we understand our goal, we understand how we going through this. Like, it's really like, bro, like, we better we're so good together.
It's
you know what
crazy,
I mean?
man.
Like, and when you love somebody, and you want the best for that person and vice versa, and there's no type of like hate, because some people be in relationships
And
where
they
be hating on each other and stuff. Don't we want to see each other grow and shine and stuff like that? Like, go ahead, baby. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go kill.
That's
you
a
know
part
what I mean?
of me out there.
That's my wife right there. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
representation of you.
you know what I mean? Like, let's hold it down.
It be people really like hating on their spouse. Like,
Exactly.
Thinking,
And then
you got your little turtleneck on.
you
They like, dang, I thought.
you know what I
You feel
mean?
me? Like, she went out and got me some nice necklaces and stuff for my for Christmas. I'm gonna shout this out because she wrong for this. Right? She got me some nice necklaces, but look at her neck. She went and blinged her neck out.
Mm-hmm.
I got me some little. I mean, she got me some nice.
Yeah.
But that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I'm kind of hating. She
Icy.
went above and beyond for herself.
Look.
I'm applauding.
You know, I barely buy myself stuff.
No,
but I
I'm
had
just
to get
messing
this
with you, but that
necklace
is
when I
right.
seen it.
That is nice.
Word.
That is nice.
You know.
Yeah, but yeah, people
Nigga
come be
bar.
hating. They be hating on their spot. I'm like, come on, I'm happy to see her blinged up.
Exactly. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the problem is that a lot of people right now don't realize that ego is the killer of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
If y'all have egos, you're not gonna be forgiven. You're not gonna be selfless. You always gonna be tit for tat. It's gonna be a tally mark. I did this, and this, and you only did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's holding the weight against the other person versus being realistic as to how people contribute differently in relationships.
Word.
You know, we don't hold the same weight. You know, what I do and what you do is very different, and I shouldn't hold you to that standard because we're two different people in our relationship. Our roles are very different.
Yeah, it should complement each other, not not be complaining. Like so, but talking about the the long term, early start relationships again. I think the main thing is maturity.
Absolutely.
And dating with a purpose. Like, what do we want? And you said something that's like me and her. She was a cornball to put it in, layman's terms. She ain't had no kids. So we was hanging out, and I was just the farthest I went was the porch. It was like this, we ain't kids, nothing. And it was like we just sitting here, and
I was 13.
Yeah, I mean,
I shouldn't have had no.
Y'all was young. Y'all was younger than me.
Way younger.
But there was some girls out there offering more at that age. I'm just saying.
I was already like, girl, I'm like, yo, where are my kids at? Like, what we doing, right?
Because you dealing with them girls.
It hit a point where, for me, I was like, man, she don't want to eat. She ain't even give me no kiss. So as an immature person at the time, I was like, this corny. I'm breaking up with her.
He broke up with me.
And I mean, it wasn't for long. It was just like, it took me the like point to be like, oh, that was stupid. Yeah. And I literally, that's when I went to Cuz with the K. It was like, oh, nah, Cuz, like, and I told him, like, yo, I'm gonna just go, I'm gonna just tell her, like, we go back to.
He dealt with some dummy. It had to be some girls like, this bitch ain't giving no good conversation. Bleep the B word out. And said, you know what? You right.
Yeah. It was stupid.
It was dumb.
Yeah. But that's the immature part. Like, I didn't get it. I'm like, oh no, that was I literally told you. I was like, oh, she actually really smart.
Right.
And I was like, cause look, she wanna be a nurse. I'm gonna marry her. We gonna do this. And like I laid out the plan to him. He was like, yeah, cuz like you that was stupid. Why you break up with her? And I was like, all right. I went up to her and was like, hey, you my girlfriend again. That's how the story went.
Yeah, just
and she
straight
was like,
tell you.
It was like, and I told her what I told him, and she was like, okay. And we been together. She was like, all right. It was crazy though.
Yeah.
It was because again, I was like immature for that something. I was feeling myself like, I got a little clout, But I'm like, man, that smart girl over here, these dummies over there, like, why would I, yeah, man. So that's funny. I always think back to that. Be like, man, why would you leave? What you want, the Tatianas?
You don't want them.
You don't want that.
That's not what you wanted.
You don't want that. So
no, sir.
As a youngin, if you out here, you find yourself intrigued by a gal, just make sure they got the qualities that you're looking for.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go for them for the little thoughts. Because in the ones chasing all the attention, getting all, you don't want that.
Yeah.
That's when y'all start going apart because she too cool for school.
I knew. All right, we got married. After being together, we was together like 4 years by the time we got married, like that, something like that, I think. And but way before then, she was already doing like wifely things. You know what I mean? Like pulling up on me with a. I know you probably ain't ate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm like pulling up on me with a place. I'm with the guys. You know what I mean? I'm with the guys. They don't have what I got. You know what I mean? And then like even now like my peers. And then been in the military like. it's always crazy stories about,
It's a
you
lot
know,
of questionable
a whole bunch of BS going on. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, yo, I don't deal with none of that. I don't even know what. I'll be like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all of this, like, and I'm like, yo, like she was already way before, you know what I mean, we got married. She was already my wife. You know what I'm saying? We just had to go ahead and, you know what I mean, lock it in and do what we needed to do. Like, but she was literally already my wife, already taking care of me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? In ways that I didn't even know that I needed at the time. You know what I mean? Like, but you like, and then I'm just when it was time to go ahead and pop that question. You know what I'm saying? It was just I sat back and I looked at. I just went over from just time after time. I'm like, yo, like. I'm doing life with you. We're going through life together, and here you go. Be my wife. You know what I mean? Like, and we did that New Year. I did that New Year's Eve or going into the New Year, and I was right there in It's crazy. I was in Bristol. I was already in the military. I was home on leave. You know what I mean? Like Kay was there, Duke there. You know what I mean? All the family there. Dang. And then like as I'm doing it, the fireworks going off and stuff. You know what I mean? And you know, like it was oh man, like man, when we get done with this, I'm gonna have to call baby. I'm gonna I just wanna let you know I love you.
I love you so much.
You know what I mean? Like
She gonna love this.
yeah, she is. Look, hey, T Dizzle. I love you, baby. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I love you.
Yeah, but it's funny because same thing with her. Like she was already doing in high school. You know, I was malnutritioned because we didn't have funds for a lot of food in my household. So she knew this, and she would literally bring me plates to school and be like, for when I got home.
Yeah.
Bruh, like that's crazy. Making sure you good.
Like,
Like,
I know you outside all day. You know what I mean? You probably.
You know what I'm saying? You seen my brother? He eats a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like after the first of the month, the food replenishes is over. Like I'm in the crib, like, man, you ate all of it, like the noodles and everything.
Everything.
That's it for the month.
Candy.
Word.
But that's it for the month. I'm hurting, man. And she would literally bring me plates of food.
Word.
Even when we got into college, I never washed my own clothes.
Word.
We was in college together. She would be in my dorm, getting my clothes, washing them.
Yeah.
I didn't ask her, make her do. It was that's just what she did. And she would be folding them, put my clothes in the drawer. So it's just crazy.
Like those little things, like you know what I mean. Just so like the little, and that's really like what I appreciate the little things, and they go so far. You know what I mean. Just like I told you, like she left me a little note.
Yeah, that note was
legit. Like I you know what I mean. I only seen them. I seen my wife and my daughter for like maybe an hour. You know what I mean. Had a little bit of lunch with them. I had to go right back to training. You know what I mean. And then they left. You know what I mean. I came back to the room. I'm getting my stuff together and stuff, and she just got a little note on there that, you know what I mean, just a little bit of empowering, you know what I mean, a little bit of motivation, you know what I mean, like that, like those small things. And I got done a PT test, you know what I mean, I got, you know, papers to write, you know what I mean, things of that nature. Just, you're him. The moral of the little note was like, you're him. Understand that you him. You know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I didn't know she was about to do, but she do little things like that. These small little things that are just spark something in you. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing. Like, so beautiful, man. Like, so beautiful.
I ain't about to tear up. That's how I know you're
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna tear up. But I definitely feeling it. Definitely feel emotional.
I'm gonna say from a woman perspective, when you have a great man who meets all these qualities, who is a leader, that stuff is easy. Right? Because motivating my man and he's a great person, is going to motivate me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So her doing that is just a testimony to how you are as a partner to her and how you are as a father to your daughter. So when a woman is able to express and be free and do these things without no hesitation, without no ask, it's because she has a great man in her life.
Word.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact. And it's easy to be in a relationship when you also have
and then it's vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, what?
And you know, on the topic of like the long term thing.
Yeah, let's bring up Christy and Desmond.
Oh yeah,
because that's like a huge social media thing. Yeah. Everybody, it's an upset in the whole TikTok
what's their
world.
name? Desmond Scott
yeah.
and Christy Scott.
Yeah.
So these two And we're just learning about him. I've seen
Yeah, I didn't
Breakfast Club. I didn't know who
knew
he was. But apparently they've been together since they was like 14 years old.
Yeah,
around
absolutely.
14 or something. And they got married at like 19. And
same story.
Same story, but they not us. Don't be
they not us, not the same story.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we excelled. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so they, they've been together, but they became like TikTok, Instagram famous. She got more followers than him, but he still got like 1,000,000 and something followers on Instagram, whatever. But they getting a divorce now. They got 2 kids.
They got 2 kids.
2 kids.
Yeah.
So they getting divorced now, and what everybody is kind of saying is like, "Oh yeah, I knew it was gonna happen because they got married too young, and this and that." And I'm just like, "Nah, I think there's situation you gotta look at it." So I'm gonna give my take on it from what I see.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that what happened is they got famous too fast, and they were overwhelmed by that. Like they didn't really hit the milestones of love. Yes, like if me and you got famous when we were 18.
Yeah, which is about the time that she started to get a lot of publicity.
Yeah, and you like took off on that stuff, and then I'm over here taking off. I don't know if we're mature enough to handle what comes with all that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like you start looking at yourself like, I don't really need you like that. Whoop-de-whoop. Is the man, you feeling yourself like, man, these girls is in my DMs.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different era. We see the old people. They've been together since they was fucking 10 years old back in the day, and they didn't have all that outside social stuff. But they had other people involved in their existence from a young age. So I think that's probably what came into play, and they were just like, look, we got all this money, we don't really need each other. Let's kind of move on. That's my take on it. But what you think?
I mean, I could kind of piggyback off of that. I think, like I say, it's very important who your surrounding circle is when you're in a relationship, because whether you allow them to or not, there's input that's going to be put in. And when you're on a platform like that at such a young age, and you haven't had any life experiences where y'all can build that resilience together as a relationship, it does get a little tough and a little hard. And so you kind of open your ears to different things and kind of view things very differently. And like I said, their relationship is really different. Like from my understanding, like I don't know too much about her or him, but she's like one of the ones that play pranks and does all this type of stuff. Very to me that's a little childish. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it pay the bills, it pay the bills.
I mean, like I ain't knocking I'm not knocking their hustle, but I feel like a lot of that when I look at my daughter watching these videos of it's the mom playing prank on the dad and the dad playing prank on the mom. It's a little childish, and a lot of the situations is very like kind of not demeaning, but it's just like it kind of next it's me knocking my man off the pad, acting like it's the prank is like, oh, I'm gonna act like I'm texting somebody, or oh, I'm gonna act like I'm sneaking out and I'm gonna see what it's stuff like that. It's just like, why are we doing that?
Right. And then like even at that moment, like we thinking it's just this, you know what I mean? But in reality, like they really could be feeling a way about this. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we doing like this is what we doing.
Why
like,
we playing games?
This is what we doing. Like you really over here acting like this, and it could really be happening in real life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like you said, like it's really important to have like who you got around you. Like starting out, I had my grandmom and my grandpa. I looked at them; they've been married 40-something, 50 years. You know what I mean? And then looking at y'all, you know what I mean? Looking at Duke niece, you know what I mean? Like my dad, you know what I mean? I had like I was like, this is where I want to go. I'm not trying to be like just somebody out here just dealing with this one and this one and this one and this one and trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like once, like trying to figure out who I'm. I don't have time for that. And that was a mature mindset that I had at that time. And then like, it really was. I had somebody to look up to. You know what I'm saying? I had people that was in these relationships, been together for some time, and I watched them. You know what I mean? Like they grew and they doing life together, and this is how it's supposed to be. Like I sat back, I'm like, this was like we going through life together, and this is how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be like us bachelor. I don't believe that. I don't believe that like men or women, you're not supposed to go through life just alone. You know what I mean? And just going around like that's doing too much. It's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much to think about.
Dangerous.
It is dangerous. You know what I mean? All this SHIT that's out here, man.
Come on, it's dangerous. Like you can get in trouble for everything. You can get diseases. You get all this stuff. So, it's like it's all the juice ain't worse than squeeze.
The squeeze.
You know what I'm saying? It's really. I mean, yeah, I would use the word dangerous. Like, it's dangerous at this point not to find something that works.
Right.
Because you're going to end up in a position where you're just chasing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're chasing the wrong things, and you end up like Shannon Sharp and all these people with lawsuits. Or you're gonna be P Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's too much. But talking about that couple, I don't know that much about them, but it just seems like there's other examples of people like LeBron James, him and his wife been together for a long time. Like they seem like she loves that man.
Oh yeah.
Because she's seen him be just LeBron James, and now he LeBron James.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
The king.
He King James.
King James.
You telling me that woman don't love him? She got to. You know. Who else you got? That was one of the early couples. I'll bring up like Charlemagne the God. His wife don't really show up on screen, but they've been together since they were like high school, and you can tell the way he speak on her. Like he like, look, I made mistakes in the past, I was young, but like I love my wife. Like we together. Like that's his rock. And behind they say the thing is like behind every good man, you got a good woman and stuff like that. That's very true.
It's a fact.
It's very true. Not that you can't be great without it, but it's like, dude, like behind the scenes, I wouldn't be the Rome I am now without that backbone that I had growing up. To be like, she really believes all the egotistical stuff that I said. Like we talked about it last night. I'm like, because people know they be like, yo, Rome used to say he gonna do this, and that, and it would sound crazy, and then I do it.
Right.
And it was like, okay,
yeah.
But who was behind me saying like, okay, you got it. You really,
I'm right here with you. Right.
She was there, and that's why I'm like, oh, y'all can say I'm crazy all you want.
That don't matter.
She was like, go ahead. Yeah, you got it, gassing me. Just throwing that gas in the thing, I'm igniting. Yeah. And then when it happened, she right in the side, like,
I knew it. Yeah.
Told y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Told y'all.
She saw the vision. You know what I mean? Like, I used to say that, like, I said it, I don't say too much on the book anymore, but like some years back, like, I was like, look, what was it? It was something about, I tried to be deep. I tried to get deep, a little one-liner, you know what I mean? But it was along the lines of, if you ain't see the vision, or for those of y'all that seen the vision, you know what I mean, cool, you know what I mean? If you didn't, stay blind, you know what I mean? I don't got time, I don't care about you seeing it or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, because where I'm at, and as long as the people that need it, you know what I mean, the ones that supporting you, and the ones that's, going and helping you go something, that's the only that means something, you know what I mean? All that, you thinking I'm crazy, well, I'll be crazy, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you think, you know what I mean? This what I'm doing, this what I'm going to do, you know what I mean? It may sound crazy, but I know it's possible, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing impossible, you know what I mean? Ain't no mountain high enough for us to do. We can go get to it, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, man, like...
and to go back, like, to see where we started at and where we at, and with the love of our wives and what happened, I will attest, or I would say to the people who saying that don't get in these relationships, I'm like, look, if you got a young man, and he 15, 16 years old, and he says, what's the best plan of action? I'm saying, don't focus on girls. That shouldn't be your plan of action, but focus on understanding what a good relationship looks like, so you can find the right girl. Right. So when you do come across one, you like, oh, that's it. That's what I'm looking for.
Exactly.
But telling them to go and chase tail is telling them to go chase jail, because then you'll do anything for the love of the yam. and put it in good terms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you need to tell the young men what we need to be teaching them is saying, listen, I'm not telling you gotta find your wife when you're 15. What I'm saying is you gotta start understanding what a wife is.
Right.
You know, and these qualities to look for. You know, so I think if we can get that message to these young boys, young men, and even to the young girls,
For sure.
Yeah.
hey, listen, young girl, stop trying to be the hottest bad.
I even think it's even more dangerous for a woman
It's very
to
dangerous
do
for a
that
woman.
because at the end of the day, like, there's a lot of single moms, a lot of, all that stuff. Like, if you have the chance to be impregnated, we talking about you having sexual relationships with multiple people, that defaults on you. You can't be, you're even more of a menace if you have a child and you walk away. You get what I'm saying? A man, not saying that it's excusable for a man, but the accountability is more on the woman, you know? If you mess up, you have a fling, whatever it is, that guy can walk away. But this is something you have to carry, something you have to birth, something you have to see. Like, you can't just walk away from that. It's even, in the eyes of society, it's even worse when a mother is not a good mother. But a good dad, there's plenty of bad dads out there.
Yeah.
Just kind of like
You know what I'm
normal.
saying?
You could be a good weekend dad and be a good dad. Like, you could see him for the summer and be a good dad. So,
Yeah.
you know
Take
what I
them
mean?
on the holidays.
Yeah, so we definitely got to tell the young gals out there, it's like, look, don't be out here trying to be, shacking up and having these phases and this and that. Start finding out at a young age, teaching these young women what to look for in a man and what kind of values, that they should be trying to seek, because that'll lead them in a good path, and they don't got to get married when they're 19, 18, but if they do and it's to the right person, that is very beneficial to both parties. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a kid and be able to raise them and raise each other, and learn like that, things work out. So, yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, I think this was a good talk, cause
For sure.
Yeah, your wifey gonna love this.
She is. I'm like, yeah, babe. Like, look, because everybody ain't that, and I think we fortunate to have this. You know what I'm saying? We blessed to be able to like find love and the right one early on. Some people don't ever. You know what I mean? You got people that never find it. You know what I mean? Never experienced that. Like, so I definitely either way it go, you know what I'm saying? If you young and you find love young and that's the one, great. That's a great thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing. You feel me? Like, I would definitely I would say what is it? Oh damn! I just had a brain fart. I just had a brain fart. But like, if you can find love young and you find that person, y'all lock in or whatever, like, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and listen to this one, because like, people is gonna literally say the crazy stuff like, oh nah, it gotta be this and that, and nah, he doing this and y'all young, y'all gonna get tired of each other and all of that. Like, I ain't never got tired of my wife. You know what I mean? I'm not tired of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just continue to just build each other up and go through this life together.
Especially
you know what
when
I mean?
you being better, like you not the same you was last year.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
You see this swag turn on, like, I look good.
Calm, real calm on it. Easy on them.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy. Like, we do this regular. This is a thing. Like, being able to throw it on the business casual with my wife and step out. You know what I mean? That's an amazing thing. Like, to be able to just look. If you find love, you find the one early on. Hats off to you. You know what I mean? Go ahead and do it. And for the young guy that's trying to do this and that and that, bro, be careful, bro.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Them streets.
Be careful. And if it, you know
Them
what I mean?
streets ain't for nobody. Like, they not good.
I think if men and women both carry themselves with dignity and pride, that there would be less of the situationship, less of the bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, men are valuable, so are women. Carry yourself as so, and don't keep scarring each other.
Word.
Trying to figure out life. Like, if you value yourself as a woman and you value yourself as a man, carry that through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who you give your attention to, who you speak to, who you allow in your life. is all very important. And if you hold it with value, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be moving different.
For sure.
You know?
Value yourself, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So now, this episode, man, the hood is going to be like, wow, they got Kass on there.
Yeah.
Yo, how that?
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
you see that?
They say, where he been?
Where you been at? I've been working. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I've
today.
been building something. You know what I mean? And I'm like again, like I appreciate y'all. Like I'm so happy that I was able to tap in with y'all. You know what I mean? Even doing this and coming to y'all crib, your house, and everything. Like is I really appreciate it, man. And I'm happy that I was able to have this because I ain't seen you in a while. Cause
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
seen y'all. I haven't seen y'all in so long. You know what I mean? And now I'm looking at it like, dang, I'm here though. I'm here now. You know what I mean? Fast forward, I'm 26. I was just 18. You know what I mean? But it's a different. The conversation is still like pretty much the same, but it's different now. You know what I mean? We've been actually doing what you need to. When you do what you need to do and you put that work in, it look different. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta really worry about me. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know what I'm on and I know what you on. You know what I mean? Like so, it's great, man. Like I feel good. I feel like I'm gonna just keep saying that. I'm gonna keep saying.
Well, we gonna have fun. We gonna eat something to eat
I feel like I'm gonna
and keep
saying
enjoying
that.
it, man. But I want to end it like this, man. Cause I love you and I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, like really, really proud of you. And just seeing you, like I see myself in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it make me feel
For
good.
sure.
Like you know what I'm saying? To just be like, man, he did his thing.
Likewise, bro.
And you gonna do it for somebody else. You know,
Right.
that's always my goal. Is like if I helped you. I just want to make sure you gonna do the same thing for somebody else. I know you are.
For sure.
Like that's how
For
we
sure.
are, man. We, selfish people.
For sure.
Take care of your family, and then to end it to my lovely wife. Thank you, and I love you too.
I love you.
Yeah. And give your wife a shout out. You got it.
Yeah. Shout out to the T Dizzle.
Yeah.
I call her T Dizzle. Her name is Sanea. Like that's just my little nickname. I've been calling her T Dizzle so long that I barely ever say her real name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? T Dizzle, I love you. Thank you for being my rock, being my solid place through all the turmoil, the trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? From early on to now and everything that we have going on. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank the mother that you are, you know what I mean, to our daughter Gianni, you know what I mean? I just really appreciate you. I really do. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
And to the family, to the Scurries.
Word. Yeah.
Shout out. We still we represent you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We
look
outside.
at my nose, look at my cheeks. I'm thankful for these features.
For sure. For sure.
Signing out, man. Let's go. So that was good. Man.